What's up, guys? Tyler here, the Kingdoms Trading Card Game, and sorry if I look like a crazy Karen this morning. Anyways, Candace is out on a little walk with a friend of hers. Scout and Lemon are currently going at it. She managed to not only poop outside, but also sneak a poo inside. Hey, relax. She managed to sneak a poo inside, so that was fun. Anyways, for this vlog, I have 3 things that I wanted to share with you guys. First thing, I have talked about these game mats before, and I think I just was kind of preluding that they were going to be coming available soon. Well, at the release of this vlog, in the description box below will be a link to the Game Crafter store where you can get your hands on your very own Kingdoms TCG game mat. So that is the first major announcement. I guess you could say the only announcement. The second thing was a thought that I had for Kingdoms, and while I'm doing this, I guess what I'll do to make this a little bit more entertaining, so you're not looking at me, you can look at me grabbing some cards, because this will be the third thing that I'm talking about. I had this tournament idea, and the idea would be a tournament called Kingdoms Brawl, or something along those lines. In the past, if you guys have watched the channel or have been watching the channel for a while, you will know that I have done 2 tournaments so far for the Kingdoms trading card game. And at these tournaments, we have actually had people come where we have brackets where people make decks to play with, and that's how we do it. Now, there obviously are still, I'm still thankful to have friends in my life that play the game, but you know, they don't play it as much right now, or on top of that, it's just hard to get a lot of people together for one day to play some Kingdoms. So I was starting to have this thought of, what if I was able to find 1 or 2 people that would be willing to learn a couple decks that I built, 8 decks that I supply, and essentially in this tournament, rather than the players being the main feature, it's the decks. So essentially, if you are someone that is into the Kingdoms trading card game and you are really into the tournament, as I posted videos for it, you could essentially vote or you could root in the comments or on the Discord for which kingdom you want to see win. And so in this tournament idea, there would be 1 deck representing each kingdom, so there's 6 decks right there. There would be a neutral deck, and then 1 additional deck. Could be a slightly, hey, Scout and Lemon. I just hit puberty right there for a moment. Scout and Lemon, hey, Lemon. Wow, they are just like ripping their faces off right now this morning. And then the other deck would maybe be a modified version of a deck that's already out there, or just a slightly different play style. And in this, I would try to do it up well. Let me switch so you guys kind of have another angle while I'm still talking. I would try to put a lot of editing into it, where there'd be some cool visuals and B-rolls of the different decks. And on top of that, in this gameplay, I would edit the videos well enough where every time a card is played, you get something pops up showing you which card is played. Or on top of that, I would do commentary with myself or possibly another person, and we would just try to hype it up as much as we could, and talking about the Kingdom decks as if they are individual players in a sport. And then at the end, and so how it would work, there'd be roughly 20 total matches if there were 8 kingdoms. So they would be separated into 2 groups, basically set 1 and set 2, with the 2 random decks sprinkled in between. And then they would get seeded as in a tournament, and they would play a tournament until you have 1 winner. And then what would happen is the winner of the whole entire tournament gets a special card created for them, but then also the bottom deck, if it's a specific kingdom, or we could just say the worst kingdom in the tournament, would maybe get a card or 2 to help make them a little bit better. And so as more kingdoms come out, if the Kingdoms Brawl tournament goes well and everyone likes it and I enjoy it as well, it's something that I could continue to do and add more kingdoms. And so that's what I was thinking about doing. So I would love to hear what your thoughts would be on that. The last thing, and this is going to be what you are seeing right here is going to result in anyways, what you're seeing right here is going to result in 1 or 2 videos. Basically, I wanted to order enough cards to make a Silvermore deck because I had no Silvermore cards. So I ordered pretty much play sets of 3 for all Silvermore cards that I did not have. Secondly, I have an Ester Crust deck that I have built, but it's not purely Ester Crust. It is really trying to focus on the effect and ability that some of the cards have, which make you discard a card. So I ordered enough Ester Crest cards to make that deck even more in that vein. So that's why I got 3 copies of Lost Traveler. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this. I'll read it off for you guys. Let's get it to focus. Okay, now if I try backing it up, doesn't like it. Anyways, what Lost Traveler says, I'm holding the camera so I can't really touch it, but Lost Traveler is a cost 2 phase 1 battle card with 200 attack, 100 health. It's a human battle card, neutral, but its effect reads all other players must discard a card, which is what the one deck that I built, which I've actually made a video for, does. But I also wanted to make just a straight up Ester Crust deck, or try to build a slightly modified version of the Ester Tower spam deck. That deck that I played against, I actually really enjoyed, so I really wanted to buy that. And now, there's a lot of cards, like for example, I think Tumble Gates, which is a, let me get it to focus, phase 3, cost 11, so it costs a lot, 2,000 health, defensive bleed. The effect reads this: if played with an Ester Crest Sacred, Tumble Gates has plus 500 health. When called to the field, your opponent must put a card on the field back into their hand. While this card is on the field, you may not call any battle cards to the field. So, maybe... Hey, Scout! Stop it. Come here. You need to stop. You're being a dingleberry right now. Quit biting her face off. I know you're trying to play, but she's too small for that. Probably not a competitive card, but I just want to see some of these cards get used. Yeah, so I'm going to build an Ester Crest deck. I'm going to modify that no cards for you deck, and I'm also going to make a Silvermore deck. And then I guess the last thing I could point out is there was a couple Linford cards that I didn't have, and so I really wanted to get my hands on a playset of 3 Linford Eliminator. Phase 2, cost 7, human with rage, 700 attack, 300 health. The next Boron battle card, so that top right logo on the top of the card, you call to the field, cost -3 magicka. So kind of a nice card to put out on the field that makes your cards cost a little bit cheaper. Yeah, that is one other thing that I'm working towards is Lemon. No, now she's eating the chair. Quit! Don't eat. You don't eat wood. You're crazy. You're psycho. I know. You're just like, what was me? That is one other thing that I'm trying to do is order a playset of 3 or maybe 6 or 9 cards because I want to be able to build multiple decks with the cards that I have. Kind of out of focus, but that's okay. So yeah, that's a bunch of things going on. Thanks for watching this vlog. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to stay in touch with the channel. And again, please comment below just some of this on what you think about the different things that I've talked about in this and shown you. And yeah, with that, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening or night, at whatever time you're watching this video. Thanks.